You are listening to the Disney Dream Girls, an unofficial Disney theme parks podcast, and this is show number 267 for Sunday the 30th of June 2019.
Where dreams begin.
Oh, hello and welcome to this week's Disney Dream Girls podcast, and I have with me my wonderful good friends Kat and Lewis from Dis Down Under. Hello, buddies.
Hey, Michelle.
How are you both doing? I'm feeling a bit left out there, Lewis. I didn't get your usual greeting.
Yeah.
G'day,
how's it going?
That's better. I feel so much more loved now with a g'day.
I love it doing when we're away and people always go, where are you guys from? And I'll just like really Oz up and go, come on, mate, you can figure it out. And they go, oh, Australia. Oh, yes.
You know Crocodile Dundee, don't you?
Yes, that's right. That's not a knife. This is a knife. They go, oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, we know where you're from.
You see, I get the other end of the stick. I get people, oh, do you know anyone in the royal family? Yes, Queen Liz is my best mate. We have tea together all the time.
I'm sure with how long the British family's been around for, you must know somebody with some royal blood in them.
Oh, the way that they repopulated the servant population, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm not going to know people in the top drawer. I'm not aristocracy, but maybe a few that sort of slipped in under the blanket type of thing.
Yeah, third drawer down, like the drawer that you shove everything you don't need in. That's the kind of royals you know.
Yeah. I've read A Woman of Substance.
What's this got to do with Disney, you two?
Dear, we're totally digressing. So thank you, Kat, for getting us back on track, because Kat and Lewis are our Disney travel buddies and they love talking Disney. I thought you guys could help me with some holiday dilemmas as I'm finally trying to glue together my holiday, and I've got a few sort of niggling bits that aren't quite gelling, and I thought we can have a little bit of a discussion about some of the things I've planned, and I gather you guys have got a few things you want me to try, because I did set you challenges, so I think it's only reciprocal if you do the same for me.
Fair's fair, right?
Oh, I can feel a hangover coming on at this point already. Just bear in mind I don't drink.
No, we'll try and keep it nice.
Okay, so Sunday the 21st of July, I get in that big plane in the sky and I fly. I'm not doing a London flight this time. I'm going from Manchester all the way over to Orlando's airport MCO. I'm really excited about this because I haven't travelled with Virgin Airlines for quite a while. They tend to be one of the most expensive UK airlines that go to Orlando, and we just had to bite the bullet because we didn't want an indirect flight, and we thought, do you know what? Let's just pay the Virgin price and get on the plane, and once we land, we're doing something totally different to what you guys do. We're hiring a car.
Ooh. How do you cope with driving on the wrong side of the road?
Well, do you know what? I cope really well because I never do it.
Crafty. I like it.
I've done it once or twice, I must admit, but me and the other half always have a massive argument when it comes to car hire.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Well, for me, I'm looking at economical, vehicle size. Let's just go with whatever we can get. As small as possible. Bearing in mind there is just the two of us, he would quite happily hire a 6-seater SUV. He's all about the monster truck.
Oh no. But all the fuel that it's going to guzzle.
I know, but he says, but it's my one and only time to drive a big monster truck because we don't get these in the UK. And
That's a good point. I mean, if you're going to be going away and going on holiday, maybe you just drive something completely weird and different to what you drive at home.
No, I despise big vehicles. I've finally got something nice and the right size for me, so I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, we compromised. We haven't got a monster truck. We've gone for a medium-sized vehicle, so not the basic one that they offered us, but the next one up, and we're going to go to that favourite Brit place of worship straight after landing, Walmart.
Could I ask,
got to get those supplies.
Could I ask a question though? What's the rationale behind hiring a car? Because aren't you going to be in Walt Disney World for the majority of this trip?
Yeah, the rationale is the other half wanted a car. And it was basically a compromise between the two of us because he wanted to go and stay at a moderate hotel and I wanted to stay at a value hotel because I wanted to save as much money, because my theory is you sleep in a room, you don't have to spend all your time in the room, so why should you pay muchos dollars for it? His rationale is, but I like comfort.
Yeah, I found, because we stayed at Pop Century on this trip for the majority of our stay at Walt Disney World. We've also stayed in the past at Animal Kingdom Lodge, Beach Club and Yacht Club. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that the Pop Century was any less comfortable than any of those other deluxe resorts.
No, I totally agree. I spent, 8 nights there last year after our cruise, and apart from the fact there were 3 of us sharing a room and we had to have that second bed down and I ended up with horrific bruising on my leg from the said bed, I loved the room. I felt it was comfortable, it was clean, it had everything we needed, it had a coffee machine, blah blah blah. But he just likes this thing about going to the States and not being tied to buses. He hates the buses with a passion. He cannot stand them. So in his mind, having a car, it gives him the luxury of leaving when he wants to leave and being able to go off-site if he wants, because one of the key things that we like to do when we go together is to go to the outlets, go to the mall, and we've also planned a day where we're going to travel down to NASA. That all fit into the theory of the car. So what we said is if he compromised on the hotel choice and trusted me that Pop Century would meet his needs, and his basic needs was must have coffee machine, that I said we could have a car.
Do they have a coffee machine? Wait, they do have those stupid drip coffee machines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
it's still a coffee machine, Lewis.
Yeah, I know, but just stupid.
Okay, we're not going to have an espresso machine or a really, really good quality coffee machine, but it will provide him with a cup of coffee in the morning and gives me peace and quiet, and also saves $8 a day on getting that first morning Starbucks.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like nice, cheap, like you say. So, you're able to get that hire car, which you're really going to need when you go down to NASA.
And also when you go to Walmart, getting us back on track.
Yes.
Absolutely, because one thing I'm passionate about is keeping hydrated on my trips. And I hate paying $4 to Disney for a bottle of water that I can pick a crate up of water for $4 for at Walmart.
So you don't do the quick service top-up?
I do and I don't. What I tend to do, and I have a very strict sort of way, is I buy the 750 millilitre water bottles, and when we're travelling in the car to the park, normally by the time I've got to park security, I've downed one of those bottles already.
Wow, okay.
And then I have another bottle in a backpack. And then from that point, I know I've had 1.5 litres of water, and then I top up through the day using the free Disney water.
Right. Well, that's a good way to do it, like knowing how much that you're actually intaking.
Yeah, I suppose it's just down to me because I have a lower food content. I need to make sure that I'm totally hydrated.
Absolutely. I mean, hydration's a big thing over here as well. Like you go to a cafe and the first thing that they do when you sit down is they bring you over a couple of glasses and a bottle of water. So it's like, all right, let's get this started. But you have to hydrate. And it's a really big thing because when you live in hotter climates, it's something that you have to just constantly do out of habit.
Yeah, which you don't get unless you're in fine dining in the UK. So
yeah, it's weird. So weird. We always find it quite amusing when we travel and, you don't automatically get water when you sit down at a table. But anyway, digressing again.
Isn't that something in Australia to do with the responsible service of alcohol as well?
No, I don't think. I think it's primarily about hydration because you get it at cafes and stuff as well.
Yeah, true. Fair enough.
You go to the shops, you pick up some supplies, mainly a water.
And also, I will be scouring for different flavoured M&Ms and Shreddies. Because I know someone who's addicted to Shreddies and I know someone who's addicted to different flavour M&Ms.
They won't have Shreddies in American supermarkets.
Well, you never know.
Yeah, well,
they might start.
I appreciate you looking for me, though. Actually, just on that aside, I'd like to thank Michelle because I'm on the Facebook page for Shreddies. I'm on their Facebook page, and they just announced that in Aldi supermarkets in the UK, they've got strawberries and cream Shreddies, and I'm like, I need these in my life. And so I sent a Facebook post to Michelle saying, could you sort these out for me? That day, she went to the Aldi and she picked me up 4 boxes. So I'm assuming all 4 boxes are for me. I'm not sure if you got one for yourself as well.
No, I don't eat carbohydrates, so they're safe, unless Kieran sees them. Because this is a geeky insight to my life at home. I normally buy, when Kieran's home from university, the high fibre type cereal, and he doesn't get anything interesting with sugar or anything like that. So his sugar senses might sniff them out. I've hidden them in the utility.
Oh, he's not going to go down there.
No, I'll hide him in the washing machine. He'll never look.
I'd like to thank Liz Reed as well, because she also offered to search them out for me if you couldn't find them. So it's very nice to have contacts and shreddy dealers.
Very spoiled little boy. Very spoiled.
I know. I didn't see any strawberries and cream shreddy bowls though, so I'm sorry about that.
I'll use the shreddy bowl you've already sent me. That'll be fine.
Oh. Anyway.
So we're in Walmart. We've picked up some water. We've looked for Lewis's tray. We've hopefully found some wonderful packets of M&M.
Yes, please.
And then we pull into Pop.
Yes.
And we offload all these purchases and your luggage and things. So what sort of time are you arriving?
Well, we land at MCO at 2:55. And we reckon, with having to go through immigration and get the car, we will probably be leaving about 3:30, because you've got all that fuss to go with getting your luggage and then getting on the monorail and then getting to the other side again and getting through clearance and all of that and picking up the car. I reckon that's going to take about 90 minutes.
Yeah, and allowing for the flight being a little bit delayed or whatever. Yeah, no, that's probably fair. So have you got a park that you're going to be heading to first up?
Yeah, we're kind of working on the schedule of getting to Pop about 5:00 and basically just dumping everything in the room, and we're going to head on over to Animal Kingdom.
Okay, what hours have they got that day?
They're open till 9.
Okay.
Magic Kingdom was open till 10, and we were sort of thinking, well, should we do there, should we not? But we thought, well, with Animal Kingdom, we can drive straight to the park. And we neither of us have seen Pandora at night.
Oh, perfect. That'd be absolutely lovely.
So we thought, well, it's a nice, easy night. We've got 3 fast passes booked. We have Dinosaur, Flight of Passage, and Everest.
And you can get some quick service from Satuli Canteen.
You've read my mind. Perfect way to start the holiday at one of my favourite counter services.
That's brilliant. No, that'll be really enjoyable and so easy. And you can use mobile ordering.
I can indeed. As I am wandering round the dinosaur queue, I will be on that app ordering the food because it's so much quicker.
Yeah, and so easy as well. The only thing that you can't do is use vouchers, and we were gifted a couple of vouchers, so we had to stand in the queue at Satuli Canteen last time.
Speaking of which, did we posted a voucher? No?
Yes, you did. I've got one somewhere. I very hysterically took it with me to Disneyland Paris, and I said to Caroline, look, I've got a voucher for a free meal. And she said, really? And we looked at it, and it was for Walt Disney World. I was like, oh my word, I really do need to learn to read.
That's funny.
But there's a story behind those vouchers, though, because we rocked up to Pop Century and we were going to check in. I think Kat had gone up to the counter to start the check-in, and this lady comes running up to me going, are you guys checking in? And I was like, yeah, we're checking in. She goes, here, take these. We can't use them. And it was the 2 vouchers and for the quick service. And then
Weren't there 3?
There was 2.
Okay.
And then she turned and ran away. And I was just like, thank you. That's awesome. And it was like, wow, that's really, really cool. And so I think we only ended up having 1 quick service meal the whole time we were there. And that was at South Tuli Cantina. And so we only used one of them. And we were trying desperately to use the other one, never got the chance to. And we can send this to Michelle. She can use it.
Exactly.
I can't wait to use it. And I will be sending you pictures of what I decide to purchase with said voucher.
But it's really nice to be able to, like, if you can spread the pixie dust a bit like that, that's awesome. Like, not letting vouchers and stuff go to waste. Pass them on to someone else who's you're going to be able to use them, which is really nice.
Which used to be a big plus point of having the old legacy system with the fast passes, because the number of people that you'd see as you were coming into a park, exiting with fast passes in your hand saying, look, we have this fast pass, we're going home now, do you want to use it? But obviously now with technology, you can't do that.
No, and that, yeah, it is a big loss in some ways, because we found that in Tokyo as well, because people would actually leave fast passes just near the entrance to the queue, the standby queue, and it was just like, oh, well, that's really sweet, because, you know, someone might go, oh, actually, we might come back at this time and do it. I think that's a really cute way to do it.
We're undecided about seeing the new revamped Rivers of Light show. I've seen it, we've seen it, we enjoy it, it's nice, it's beautiful, but I don't know, I just don't feel it's worth having to wait so long for it. And then getting in that swell of people trying to leave the park. So what we kind of thought we'd do is ride Everest, which I think's at about 7:30 till 8:30, and then exit the park and go back to Pop and unpack and then get ready for the next day.
Yeah, you kind of do want to have probably an early night that night as well after travelling. That, I mean, I know it's not super distance, but it is still a fair distance travelling from the UK to the East Coast.
And I know what's going to hit me. The first morning, I always wake up ridiculously early because there is a 5-hour time difference and you've got to adjust.
Yeah.
5-hour time difference.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Oh,
nothing.
Shush you. It's not a competition, Lewis.
Oh, it's so competitive. I thought it was Kat who was the competitive one.
No, when it comes to this, I'm just like, oh, luxury, 5 hours. But, you know, I mean, it makes a difference. If I travel to the other coast of Australia and it's daylight savings, it's a 3-hour time difference, and that knocks you around.
Well, we've got to be up the next day because it's a very important day for me and Thomas.
No, what's happening?
We're getting married.
It's so exciting.
Wait a minute, I want to set a challenge for you then. I reckon you should get married. There you go. It's going to be an easy one. It's an easy one to do. Actually, before we go there though, the first day that you're there, I do want to set a challenge for you while you're in Pandora.
Okay.
Because it's going to be a lovely evening. It'll be all, you know, nice with you'll see, you know, nice things and you'll smell nice things and you'll probably taste nice things at Satuli Cantina. But I'd like you and Tom to taste something else nice at the what's that place called? At the Pongu Pongu, which is the quick service that's across the way from the Satuli Cantina.
Okay.
And they have got two beverages there that are alcoholic beverages. There's the rum blossom, which is Bacardi rum with layers of apple and dessert pear limeade topped with passion fruit boba balls. Ooh. Or there's a Mayora margarita, which is something tequila. It's some long-winded tequila with strawberry and blood orange flavors topped with strawberry boba balls. So I think the boba balls are the main thing. So you need to have a drink with boba balls in it.
A boba ball based drink. I will take one for the team on this one with Tom driving. I'll have to have the alcoholic beverage because if he drives the vehicle, he doesn't even get a taste.
Well, you could have the Night Blossom, a non-alcoholic specialty beverage, which is basically the rum-based one, but without the rum in it.
It's the first day of my holiday and I'll want to sleep that evening, so I'll have the rum one.
Fair enough.
Next day, getting married. And where would you else think of having your wedding breakfast other than having the macadamia nut and pineapple jam pancakes over at Kona Cafe?
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
I've totally fallen off the keto wagon.
Yeah, you have when you have something like that.
Well, I'm sorry. I love them. They're adorable. They're amazing. And last trip I found out instead of getting 3, I can just order 1. And 1 for me is enough. And it cost me $6.
Oh, brilliant.
It's not like I'm going to go totally, stupidly nuts. It's just 1 breakfast.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's just like 1 breakfast. It's your wedding day. You do what you want to do.
You do you, sweetie.
Going to then go and get a licence to get married.
Oh, so you have to get it on the day, right? Oh, of course you'd have to get it in the state. Yeah, I'm with it now.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe how many pages of websites I've read and pieces of paper I've downloaded and whatever. But because we're from out of state, we don't have to have a 3-day waiting period or do a wedding course or anything like that. So we can get married there and then, get the licence, ka-ching.
Done.
All done.
And are you getting married in the park, or are you getting married at the registry? How does it work over there?
I would not be able to get married in the park because Disney forbids getting married in the park. So I will be getting married at a off-site location, which I will share later.
Excellent. That's pretty exciting, though. But you're getting married in Orlando. Like, how exciting is that?
I know. I was thinking about it. Should I just try and sneak in and get married in the park? And getting married on the People Mover would have been the ultimate.
Yes.
But saying all of that, I'm such a worrywart that the Disney police would arrest me and send me to Disney jail. I just couldn't do it. I'd be having like palpitations and it just, no.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to make it as stress-free as you can.
Yeah, and unless I paid out that $15,000 or whatever fee it is to get married in the Magic Kingdom, that ain't going to happen.
Nope.
Is that the cheapest you can get married there? 15 grand?
No. Well, we did a show the other week about all the different locations, and there are cheaper ways to do it in the resort, but if you want to get married in Walt Disney World per se, there is a set minimum of how much it costs, and it is a lot of money.
Wow.
Yeah. Not worth it.
Not going to happen because, do you know what? The main thing for me is I'm having the time of my life in the most amazing place. So, yeah, it's not married in a theme park, but do you know what? The money I'm saving by doing this wedding for under whatever, I'm being able to have amazing experiences and do fun things.
Exactly. And that's where it's at. It's about the experiences. It's not about the location where you say your I do's.
Yeah, true. We're going to whiz over to Disney Springs and we're going to pick up a wedding cake.
Oh, now I'm guessing that you'll probably go over to Amaret.
Correct.
Oh, what flavour?
Well,
I need to know now.
I've got choices, and this is where you guys can help me because I know you'll be really good at this. Right, you know the character cakes that they have, those dome ones with the really glossy exterior?
Oh, yeah.
You can have any one of those 5. So there's Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald or Pluto.
Ooh.
And then you've got a choice of 2 different fillings you can have in any of those exterior cakes.
Okay, so what are the choice of 2 fillings?
Chocolate chiffon cake with milk chocolate mousse and orange pâte de fruit. So that's basically going to be like a chocolate orange.
Yeah.
No.
You lost Lewis's vote.
Okay.
What's option 2?
Lemon chiffon cake, white chocolate mousse and strawberry pâte de fruit.
Oh, that sounds nice.
That actually does sound like a really good combo. I mean, I'd be happy with either. That one's a little bit more unusual.
What you could do is buy one of the Mickey cakes, which is in the chocolate orange, and the other one a mini cake, which is in a nice flavour, and you get them to cut them in half and then slam them together. So the cake is an amalgam Mickey mini cake because it's a wedding cake. So, bride and groom represent. So there you go. Bang, done, sorted.
Oh, I love you thinking. There's one more curveball to throw at you there.
Oh?
Amaret's do a signature cake, which is an 8-inch cake with 11 layers, red velvet and chocolate chiffon, chocolate mousse, cherry mousse, raspberry pâte de fruit and Italian buttercream. And this is the favourite little mini cake that I sometimes get.
Didn't we try this with you last time we were there? Well, not last time we were there, but the time before that.
Yes.
That was quite nice. That was different.
Delicious.
I know. So it's whether I go for the look of Minnie or Mickey cake
and
the pretty bland filling. Well, not pretty bland. It is still quite nice, but not as exciting as the filling in the signature cake. But the signature cake isn't as in-your-face Disney.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I think that the lemon and white chocolate sounds quite nice. So I'd probably go that colour, and I'd probably do it in Mickey rather than Minnie.
No, I agree.
Technically, it's still his 90th birthday. I think that might be a go. But I've got a challenge for the 2 of you.
Oh, go on.
I want to see a photo of you guys with the cake that you decide and a his and hers little Mickey domed champagne flute. And you can have a wee toast while you're there as well.
Oh, we will see what we can do on that one. Do you know what I'm thinking, though, what I might do?
Mm.
I might, as you say, go with the Mickey with the lemon chiffon, because the lemon chiffon does, to me, sound the nicer of the two. I'm not a heavy chocolate fan, but get a little petite signature cake as well.
That's true. No harm in that.
And to be honest, the Mickey cake's $59. If I go with the big signature cake, that's $75. It's still not a lot of money, because when you think how much you would spend on a traditional wedding cake back here at home, it's nothing.
Oh, yeah. As soon as you say wedding, it's like, charge you double, if not triple.
We'd like a cake, please. Could we make it white? And if we could have some little people standing on top. No. It's not a wedding cake. We just really like little people.
Ladies and gentlemen, my husband.
So we got our cake so cheap.
That's not true. I had other ways to get cheap cakes at the time. You drop over there, so you sort out the cake at Amorette's. And are you going to be doing any dining while you're over in Disney Springs?
No. Although at some point we're going to need to have some food, so we probably will run by a counter service and just grab some fuel to put us on, unless we have, as you say, we might just stop at Amorette's and have a cake and some champagne. Yeah,
I reckon that'd be quite sweet.
Again, Tom's driving, he won't be able to have any, but...
Oh, he can pose with the glass.
Yeah,
so Tom
hand it off to a wedding guest.
So Tom can't drink at all in America then when he's driving?
There will be an occasion that he can, and we'll get to that.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So don't worry, he's not going to go dry.
Are you going back to Disney Springs at some point during your holiday?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll leave my other challenge for that time then.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that other challenge would mesh with wedding.
No.
No, probably not.
We've very kindly been able to arrange a night at Wilderness Lodge for this night.
Yeah, that's going to be really neat.
Copper Creek. I've not stayed at Copper Creek. I'm so excited.
Yeah. And so are you guys are you having a bit of a chill out day, or what happens? So you get married in the morning and then head over to Disney Springs, and then is there any park time that you got planned?
Well, I have got some fast passes booked, but to be honest, because we've got this beautiful resort, I feel, and we've had so many discussions and we've changed our mind like 15 times, but see what you think to this, and then if you think you can improve on it, please let me know. I kind of thought, go to Wilderness Lodge, and our friends Tommy and Lena are meeting up with us, and we're just going to have a chilled time, maybe go and eat at Geyser Grill, have some time in the pool, cut the wedding cake.
Yeah.
And we were going to think about watching Happily Ever After from the jetty over at Wilderness Lodge.
Oh, that'd be a different view. That'd be good.
Well, if we do it at Geyser Grill, they pipe the music in.
Oh, even better.
And then we thought, as soon as that music, the last note hits, we're going to run to the car and we're going to drive over to Beaches and Cream, because we've got an ADR for Beaches and Cream, and we're going to have a wedding kitchen sink.
That's gorgeous. I love the idea of that.
Like, we did sort of debate, well, should we go to Trails End and have a meal at Trails End? I do actually have a reservation for Storybook Dining, but it's like, well, it's all going to be about my obsession with Snow White, not the wedding. So I thought, And then, do we eat at Whispering Canyon? And Tom saw the amazing skillets that they have there, and he's heard the word, eat as much as you care to enjoy, and his eyes lit up. And I said, but we've got cake, we've got Beaches and Cream, and... So he kind of compromised and went with the amazing burger that they've got, the bison burger at Geyser Grill.
Yeah, I reckon that would be good. And you can still, you're not having to rush around. I suppose, you've got to drive back over to Epcot. What's the situation with getting on the monorail from there? Or is it quite a late ADR that you've got for Beaches and Cream?
It's a late ADR and it's going to be post-Epcot closing. So we're going to just get in the cars and drive, and Tommy's going to have to go in his car because he's staying at Pop. We'll go in our car, we'll drive over, park up at Beach Club and go straight into Beaches and Cream and have our finale.
Perfect. I reckon that's a really nice way to end off your wedding day.
I do. Nothing screams wedding like a kitchen sink ice cream.
With a whole can of whipped
Whipped
cream.
cream.
2 shots of no, sorry, that's the wrong place.
As long as I don't sit on a sinking chair, I'll be fine. We did consider putting Beaches and Cream on the following day, but it added a massive wrinkle, and when I come to that, you'll see why we moved it forward a day.
One question I got. So, you're at Pop the first night.
Yeah.
Then you're at what's the other place you're
Wilderness
at? Wilderness
Lodge.
You're at Wilderness Lodge the next night.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you like having to shift all your stuff from Pop to Wilderness Lodge, or are you gonna like chuck your stuff into the baggage storage, or how's that go?
Our reservation at Pop is a continuous one for the entirety of the trip, so we'll just take with us an overnight bag, and that'll be it.
Oh, right, okay.
No, it's heaps. It's more convenient than having to pack all your gear up.
And I must admit, one thing it did strike me the other day. I was watching the lovely Dana, who is a resident over in Florida, filmed for us Beach Club, and she was in the pool, and I just thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice if we could get DVC points for one night to stay there and just have a really lazy day around the pool and use that resort. Fantastic. And then I thought, well, it's probably a bit late now to try and sort that out, so maybe next trip.
Put it on the list for, I was going to say, put it on the list for next time. Because that pool is very nice.
Yeah, it did look amazing. And then you can just walk up to the counter at Beaches and Cream and take your ice cream away.
True. That's very true. Go and have your kitchen sink by the pool.
Well, yeah. And then throw it up because you've overeaten.
No, never. That's going to be a really nice way to celebrate your wedding. I'm really, really pleased, and kind of spewing that our trips didn't actually work out, that we were going later in the year, because that would have been amazing to be over there for all that.
It sounds a really busy day. Hopefully it comes across as being quite relaxed. We've both got a nice wedding outfit. We've got little touches of Disney into what we will have with us. There will be a Disney bouquet.
Lovely.
Which I will be using on the Monday and the Tuesday, because the Tuesday's a biggie. This is where I need some challenges.
Okay.
We've decided to celebrate our first day of marriage by doing 4 packs in one day.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
I always want to do this, and Lewis always says no.
You're just like going, let's see if the marriage will survive. 4 parks in one day. If we can get through this, we'll get through anything.
And we're taking Tommy and Lena with us as well, and they've agreed to our madness. It's like, I've got this day planned to the minute to make sure we can hit ADRs and fast passes and whatever. So it's like, oh my word, so nuts.
You guys are crazy. so crazy.
Yeah.
So I think that one of the main challenges for doing something like that should involve a snack and a ride. What do you think, Lewis?
Yes, okay, fair enough.
So which park are you hitting first?
Well, we thought, well, obviously we've got to check out of Wilderness Lodge, and we're going to drive over to Pop, and we're going to collect Tommy and Lena. We thought, let's get the biggest journey out of the way, the one that's the furthest out. So we thought we'd start with Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, that makes heaps of sense.
Yeah. It opens at 9, so we're going to aim to get there for 8:30.
Okay, yep.
And we thought, right, there are main objectives, and we did have a discussion on the family podcast page about this, about what makes doing 4 parks in one day. And the idea I had put to me was to have a picture with Mickey and Minnie in every park.
Oh, good choice. Okay.
So what we thought we'd do is we'd go straight to the Mickey and Minnie photo op. We haven't got fast passes for Animal Kingdom. We'll just go in the standby line. But we thought most people would be going for attractions first.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And they're just off to the right, aren't they, at that little outpost?
Yeah. So we'd go in there, do that. We'd go over to Everest, get in line at Everest, and then we'd go probably over to Starbucks, grab a coffee and a snack, and then aim to leave the park, having had the icon picture of the tree of life in the background, by 10:15. Do you think it's doable?
I think you probably could. By 10:15, I mean, if you're there for rope drop, yeah, I can't see why you wouldn't be able to fit that in.
Yeah, I think it's doable. They may let us into the park a little bit earlier, so we might then just detour and get the coffee and snack first.
That's true.
But another place we could get the snack is from the Kusafari Bakery, because they do this amazing pastry, an elephant ear, and it's rough puff pastry with like a sugar glaze and dipped in chocolate, and it is so good.
That sounds amazing. Yeah, we're going all right.
Yeah. So then we're heading on our way to the Magic Kingdom.
Ah, okay. So go up to Magic Kingdom. And are there any attractions that you have set yourself to, you have to do? Oh, no, this is where you've got your fast passes, isn't it?
This is where I've got the fast passes. I did have a bit of a wobble thinking, well, Magic Kingdom is going to be a real time eater because you've got to park at the TTC and travel. So we were sort of like thinking, well, is there a way around this little hitch? But we can't really think of any way around it, because the ideal would be having a lunch reservation at the Contemporary so that we could park there and then just walk over. But there's nowhere open at that time of day.
But do you know what you could do is leave the car at the TTC at that point and then catch resort transport, because especially if the Skyliner is open, you'd be able to catch all of the different Disney transports. You could monorail to Magic Kingdom, and then you could monorail over to Epcot, Skyliner to Hollywood Studios, and then you could maybe catch the boat back.
Yeah,
and then you've covered all the transports.
Well, I've always thought that the best way to do the 4 parks in one day is to go Animal Kingdom, then Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and finish at the Magic Kingdom. Because using your Cat's philosophy there, you could drive to Animal Kingdom at the beginning of the day and do that, then drive to Hollywood Studios and park at Hollywood Studios, and then, as Kat said, Skyliner from Hollywood Studios to Epcot, and then monorail from Epcot to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, but I think this works as well because, you know, you're utilising that central point of the TTC.
Yeah, just that it's such a long way to walk and stuff like that there.
Yeah, this is one of the wrinkles that I'm not happy with, because it's banging a lot on the fact that the Skyliner is going to be physically open and running. Which,
well, even if it's not, you could use the boat, because the boat goes from Hollywood Studios to Epcot, so you could jump on that instead.
But also, we've got to think at the end of the evening, how are we going to get back there? Epcot closes at 11. And everywhere else closes at, let me see, 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but if Epcot finishes last, wouldn't the monorail still run back to the TTC from Epcot?
Hang on a minute though, guys. I've just had a brainwave.
Oh, yeah.
How about after leaving Animal Kingdom, we go to Epcot, but not go into Epcot, park the car at Epcot, get on the monorail to the Magic Kingdom.
Now you're talking. Yeah.
The attractions I've got planned. I've got a fast pass for meeting Mickey at the Town Square Theatre between 10:30 and 11:30.
Well, that's kind of fine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, work some Disney magic when you get there. You'll be fine.
Then I've got Space Mountain and Seven Dwarfs, and the plan is to leave the Magic Kingdom by 2.
Yeah, I reckon you'll be able to do that.
But as I say, if I'm going from Animal Kingdom to Epcot and the monorail, if I'm leaving Animal Kingdom at 10:15, as you say, it is a very tight window. I don't know whether I might just try moving that Mickey meet later and swapping it with Space Mountain, because at the end of the day, if we miss Space Mountain, I'm not upset. If I miss meeting Mickey, I'll be devastated.
Yeah, it kind of ruins your whole plan.
So that's a good idea. I'll swap the meet with Mickey, and then I think parking up for the day at Epcot. And then, as you say, I can bring in the different modes of transport, because we can get the monorail to Magic Kingdom. And then from the Magic Kingdom, we're going to be leaving to go to Hollywood Studios so we can go on the bus.
Yeah, perfect.
And then at Hollywood Studios, we've got an ADR to eat at one of Tom's favourite restaurants.
Oh, which one?
Sci-Fi Diner.
Nice. Oh, that's brilliant.
Not necessarily because it's the best food in Walt Disney World, but it's definitely got that wonderful atmosphere, and he loves the sci-fi feel and the B-movies that are shown.
Yeah, and like, sitting in a car and eating is kind of cute.
Yeah. And right opposite there is the Minnie and Mickey pictures. I've never been in that one, and it's all them glammed up in the Hollywood finery.
Oh, that'd be really neat.
I'm not sure on the snack. I think it's got to be the carrot cake cookie.
Ooh. Can we think of anything that would be iconic?
Because that to me is yeah. It's one of the things that we fell upon on our first trip back in together first trip in 2010, and we absolutely adored it.
Oh, that's good. That's something special to you guys as well.
Yeah. I can't think what snack to have at the Magic Kingdom that we both like. I think it's probably going to be a Mickey bar or a Dole Whip or a citrus swirl.
Do you actually like citrus swirl?
Yes.
Really? I tried it and I was going, who thought this was a good idea? It is just
Really?
it's terrible. Like, and I was really glad we got the like citrus swirl with the vanilla ice cream and stuff in it, and not just the orange stuff by itself, because that would have just done my head in if I was eating just that. So tart and sour. And Kat likes sour, but even you didn't find it that appealing.
No, it wasn't my deal. No.
No.
Yeah, you see, for me, I like it. I like it with the swirl, and I just like that tartness and the creaminess combination. I never used to like it, I will admit. But as I've got older, maybe my tastes have changed.
Yes, no, I was like, yep, I'm happy to never have that again.
So we're on schedule to leave there at 6:30, and we are going to go to Epcot. So as we've now just revamped the whole day, we're going to go on the friendship boat.
Yay. Oh, I love that run. I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
And you get to take it the whole way.
True.
Or you could get off at, where's it stop first? Is it Boardwalk?
Stop at Swan and Dolphin first, so we'll probably get off at Swan and Dolphin and walk, because by the time it's gone over to the boardwalk, etc., you could be inside Epcot having fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only downside is with having that transportation is you come out at the International Gateway, and we want to be at the front of the park to have the picture with Spaceship Earth and then go to the Mickey and Minnie meet.
No, that's all right. I mean, it's a
walk.
bit of a stroll, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, get my steps in for the day.
Yeah.
And then basically we're going to stay for Illuminations.
Ah, lovely, because that is a show that's very special to you guys.
It is, and one of the things I'm hopefully planning to finalise today is to book Illuminations cruise.
Ooh, that'd be really, really awesome if you can do that.
It's about $325 for the pontoon boat, and you can have up to 8 people in it.
Well, because I think that was something that we'd sort of ummed and ahed about for our trip last year, wasn't it? But it was something that never really came to fruit. But it works out pretty reasonable per head if you're splitting it between 8 people.
Well, I've put a bit of a plea out, and hopefully anyone else who's going to be at Walt Disney World at the same time fancies doing it. And then if we fill it with the 8 people, it works out at about roughly $45 per person.
Nice. That's really cool.
So fingers crossed. If it doesn't come off, it doesn't come off.
Yeah, time will tell. But yeah, fingers crossed that it does, because I think that'd be a really nice way to see Illuminations that last time.
Yeah. Now, we did have Beaches and Cream on the end to finish off that night, but that proved to be too much of the wrinkle, because, well, where do we park the car? Because if we park it at the beach club, it's too early to park it when we're arriving at Epcot at 6:30. It's too late to leave it at Epcot because we can't get back through the park to get to the car park, because Epcot closes at 11 and we won't have finished stuffing our face till 11:30ish.
Yeah, true.
So I'm glad we moved it to the Monday.
No, it's good. It's working out really well.
So I know I've gone into quite a bit of detail over those first 2 days, but after that everything is just and relax.
I like that. That's really cool.
And we are going to wear our wedding outfits in the park on that Tuesday as well when we're doing the 4 parks. I'll have my bouquet. So lots of photo opportunities.
Lovely. And if you could do me one big favour and if you have reception and the capacity to do it, we'd really like to see a Facebook Live from the Skyliner.
If we get on it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm assuming I've had a word with my people. They're going to open it up just for you guys. Nah.
And I'd like to see a photograph with you and your bouquet on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Oh, well, fingers crossed. The special bouquet will be ready, and I'll talk more about that later. But yeah,
You're telling me intrigued.
Yeah. We've got a fast pass for that, so that should be done.
Excellent, excellent.
At this point, we'll be probably pushing Tommy and Lena out of the parks in wheelchairs because they'll be that exhausted. I'll be probably sticking Tom in one as well.
I don't know. They're pretty fit, those two.
True. And it is a pretty intense day.
Oh, what are we having for a snack at Epcot?
Well, knowing Tom, he loves a funnel cake.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll probably go with a funnel cake. I'll probably go to Japan and get some shaved ice because I love the shaved ice. But as a classic snack from Epcot, I think I'm probably going to be going over probably to the caramel couche or to Norway and getting a school bread.
Yeah, if you didn't do one or both of those, then because you can get something takeaway if you go to the caramel place.
Yeah, and we thought what better way to watch Illuminations is with popcorn. So if we don't get to do the Illuminations cruise, we can get some caramel couche popcorn. And I do gather they serve popcorn on the pontoons anyway.
Ah, excellent. I forget that they do snacks and stuff. Really hope that comes off. That's going to be brilliant.
Yeah, all crossed. I'm going to book it today. And we can cancel it 24 hours in advance if we don't fill it, because I feel £175 per couple is a little bit too much.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more. But I'm sure there'll be people available that can fill those seats.
All crossed. Basically, the rest of the holiday, I'll just go through some highlights rather than day by day, because it gets in. And if I mention a park you want to do a challenge for, just go for it. So we're going to go to Typhoon Lagoon. We feel out of the two water parks, this is the one. I've never been to the other one. We might get a visit in later in the trip, but I love Typhoon Lagoon.
I think it was our favourite of the two.
No, I like Blizzard Beach better.
Hang on, which one was the one with the wave pool?
The wave pool was Blizzard Beach, the one we liked. Typhoon Lagoon, you found it a bit aggressive, the wave pool.
It is a very aggressive wave pool.
Oh, okay.
There's more raft rides for groups of 4.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh,
okay. Right.
We're going there, and I think we're going to top off later with Ohana for our meal, and we're going to go over and stay at Magic Kingdom till midnight, because it's the only night, the whole time we're there, it is open till midnight.
Oh, in which case you need to go to Casey's Corner. Late night snack.
Late night snack, a little bit of hot doggage.
Oh, yeah. Or a little bit of chili.
Oh.
Either way.
I'll combine the two.
Yeah.
I've got that down. We're going to have an Animal Kingdom day. We tried to get on the Rhino tour, but it was fully booked.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, but we're going to eat at Burma that evening, and Tommy and Lena are staying at Animal Kingdom at this section of their trip, so it will be amazing.
Oh, that will be. And we still haven't eaten a dinner there. We'd had breakfast at Boma.
Well, you had breakfast at Boma.
Yeah, Lewis had a hangover.
I felt sorry for myself at Boma.
It's very rare that he gets a hangover. That's the thing. He's usually
It wasn't like I was hammering wine the night before either. Like, it was a few wines, but it was not a lot of wine. There must have been something that, like,
disagreed with you.
Yeah, it was not good. Not good.
Anyway, on with the highlights.
Yeah.
Then next day we're having a day away from Disney, or most of the day away. We're going to go to NASA.
Oh, that's going to be really brilliant. And you're planning to do the full day?
We're going to stay till probably about 5 o'clock and get back to the Magic Kingdom in time for a Seven Dwarfs fast pass at 5:45.
Oh, well, that'll be all right. And because I understand that there is a lot to do at NASA.
There is. Both Tommy and us have been before, so we will have key things we want to do. One of the things we've done in the past is meet an astronaut and they'd give a presentation, but there isn't anyone scheduled for that day. And we tried also to schedule it on the day. There was going to be some kind of launch, but there isn't unless bad weather delays something.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, but never mind. So we're going to hit out Magic Kingdom again, see the fireworks. We're going to have a day at Hollywood Studios. And finally, we're going to go to Storybook Dining.
You are going to do it.
Yes, I've got to do that. And I'm going to bound a Snow White.
Oh, for sure.
Where is Storybook Dining?
It's over at Wilderness Lodge. It's what's been rethemed around Snow White, and it's taken over Artist Point's restaurant.
Oh.
You might be able to see an otter. That'd be lovely. Don't they have otters that swim around in that little lake thing? No?
Oh.
Is it just me?
I don't know.
I don't know, but if I
It's
see
probably
one,
something
I'll
that
take
I've
a
just made
picture.
up in my mind. I'm sure people have talked about otter spotting over there.
Oh, okay, that's
Beaver?
something new.
No, it must be otters. I'm sure it's otters.
I will find out.
Oh my goodness, what if it's just one of those things I've just made up and it's completely wrong?
It's all good. It's all good. It's fine. It's fine. So what other highlights we're looking at?
Possibly, if funds allow, I may have a trip to Universal.
Ooh, okay, yep.
We don't know on that. That's a big possible.
Well, if you do go there, then you've got to go on the Hagrid roller coaster. Actually, no, you probably that would be a ridiculous line. So don't go on the Hagrid roller coaster. You'll waste your whole day doing that.
No, I've got to go on that. That's the whole point of going, is doing all of the Harry Potter stuff. We're not bothered in anything else in Universal apart from the Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, and there's so much Harry Potter stuff to do, and you'll have to have a butterbeer.
Yes, we've had them before when we went eons ago, and we've had them at the Universal experience here, the Harry Potter experience here down in Hertfordshire. But yes.
Oh, the one is that at Pine Studios,
Yes.
Pinewood Studios?
So
Yeah,
need to go
their
again.
butterbeer is different. It's weird.
Oh. We're going to eat at Tusker House for the first time. I'm really excited about that. I've never eaten there.
Yeah, I can't wait for the report on that because we haven't had a chance to do that yet.
Well, I've been a bit crafty with my ADR
Oh, yeah.
timing. It's 10:30 and it's the end of breakfast, and at 11 they start lunch
Ah, so you can choose from whichever menu you like.
and pay for the breakfast.
Ha, nice.
Saving the dollars to get that Universal ticket.
I love it.
And then we've got things, going to all the parks. We're going to get over to the outlets. We're going to eat at Disney Springs. Homecoming Kitchen is a must.
Ah, we didn't do that, and I kind of regret it because everyone talks so highly of it.
Yeah. We're going to do the brunch at California Grill.
Oh, fantastic.
That's on our last Sunday. I'm really excited for that. Everyone I've spoken to has raved about it.
That's awesome. Have you spoken to anyone that's done that and Becky's done that and the
Yes.
brunches on the cruise? Oh, excellent. So if it rates up with those kind of experiences, then you're sure to have a great time.
Yeah. And then our last Monday is a full day at the Magic Kingdom. We have booked the Taste of the Magic Kingdom tour.
Fantastic. I really think you're going to love it. It's just such a different way of experiencing that park. It's just, and trying foods that you maybe, like, I wouldn't buy a turkey leg, but just trying a portion of turkey leg was absolutely fantastic. So I actually do enjoy the flavor. It's just all the ligaments and stuff like that I just find tedious, and it's such a huge serving. So having just a small amount of it was just ideal. And just like going through some of those backstage areas was just interesting. I mean, we didn't really see anything that exciting, but you're going to love it. Absolutely reckon you're going to love it.
And guess what I've gone and done?
What have you done?
I have bought some fabric made up of Disney snacks, and I'm going to make an outfit.
Yeah, you are.
Doing that.
I love it. Oh, whoever's taking your tour is going to love it.
I know. Well, see, I've got two options. I've got this fabric coming, strangely enough, from Australia that has got all these park icons with the food, etc. Or I've got a 1950s style dress with popcorn and old-fashioned ice cream carts and things like that. So I don't know which outfit I'll wear, but I'll wear one of them.
That's absolutely brilliant. I love it. Absolutely love it.
And then we're back last day, 6th of August.
Boo.
We're going to end the trip as we started with breakfast at Kona Cafe, and as we can park at the Polynesian because we're eating breakfast at Kona Cafe, we're going to hop on the monorail and go over and have a last couple of rides in the Magic Kingdom.
Ah, what a great way to close out the trip. That's absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, Lewis, did you have something for Disney Springs that you were going to?
I did.
Yes.
I've got two challenges for Disney Springs because I know that Tom is a fan of the Star Wars, if I'm not mistaken.
Massive Star Wars fan.
Okay, so if Tom is a massive Star Wars fan, then you've got to go to the Void and do the Star Wars experience at the Void, which is called Secrets of the Empire, which I happen to be wearing my Secrets of the Empire shirt now, and I'm just flashing my shirt at Kat.
I'm shaking my head.
Yeah. So you got to go and do the Star Wars Void Secrets of the Empire because I think that Tom will really, really enjoy being in the Star Wars universe, and I think you will as well.
And yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it, Michelle. I was actually really surprised how immersive it is and how much fun it is. It took me a while to just trust that it was a Disney thing, so there was not going to be anything under my feet to trip me up or anything like that. But once I got into the swing of it, absolutely loved it.
How do you think I'd fare with that with wearing glasses? Because sometimes these immersive things just don't hit me right.
It's because it's a helmet that sits on your head, they can adjust it so that you can see clearly. I think that it'll work. Maybe I wonder who has done it that wears glasses. We'll do some research before you go.
Don't you have contacts as well?
I do sometimes wear contact lenses. I haven't got them at the moment. I do need to get some ordered so that I can take them away with me.
Because maybe contacts are going to be your best option for that thing. If you can't, I'm sure the glasses will work fine, but contacts will probably be easier.
Okay, that's a top tip. Do you need to book it in advance, or can we just rock up and say we want to do it?
I would recommend booking in advance. You can ring them up when you're there.
I thought that you could book online.
And you can book online as well, yeah. That would be the better way because we did the Star Wars one in Disneyland, and then we went and wanted to do the Wreck-It Ralph at Walt Disney World, but they only do the Wreck-It Ralph one on certain days, so we had issues doing that. You'll have less issues with the Star Wars one because that runs every day, every hour, every day. So, yeah, but I'd book it for the day you want to go and do it.
Okay, I will definitely get onto that one with our final bit of trip planning we need to do. At some point as well, I'm going to do a meet-up with Jim Corcus to have some tales of Disney with him. So I'm really, really excited.
Brilliant. Did you say that you had a second thing, Lewis?
The other thing I was going to say was if you get the chance, do the balloon at Disney Springs because we've tried several times and it's always been too windy.
Yeah.
So if it's an option, then I'd definitely do that.
Yeah, we tried to do it in Paris and it was closed every single day. So I've not yet done that. But that's something that maybe, dependent on time, we could do on the actual wedding day because that would make some really cute pictures.
Very true.
Definitely.
And
fingers crossed for that one.
the good thing about the tickets we get in the UK is we get the Disney Photo Pass experience free as part of our tickets. And
Brilliant.
when you go on that after your trip and you're putting all your pictures together, you can make up an album. So we can pick all of the ones from the day we got married and that's 4 parks in one day and make our own bespoke wedding album of all those meets with Mickey, of all of those icon pictures, and there we've got a wedding album. And I think it costs about $100, which is nothing.
Absolutely. I mean, like you say, compared to what you'd pay if you were getting married at home, I think it's actually working out really well.
It is. Like, I've spoken to the family at home and they're fine. I said, when we get back, we'll do some sort of event to sort of commemorate with some friends and family. But the kids are all working. They can't get the time off work. So I said, well, we'll get married in the UK then. And they said, well, to be honest, Mum, this would mean more to you to get married over in Orlando. So they've been really good about it. And they've just sort of
That's
said,
really sweet.
you know, as long as you can FaceTime us in or something like that, Perfect.
Oh, yeah. What time will it work out to be in the UK?
Let me work out my time zones. About 9 o'clock at
Oh, that's
night.
pretty decent.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Australia, it'll be about midnight.
Yeah.
Oh, no, will it be midnight? I don't know. What's the time difference between
It's
Orlando?
it's 12 hours, isn't it?
Oh, so it'll be 12, it'll be 4 a.m. for you on Tuesday.
Oh, we'll be up going to work anyway.
We'll see what
Take a
we
video,
can
dear.
do.
Take a video.
Well,
Yeah.
if you live stream, we can watch it when we get up, so it's fine.
That's true.
True. So yeah, bits and pieces during the trip will be putting on the old Facebook Live and whatever to get people to share with. And that's basically an hour's worth of my trip.
That's absolutely brilliant. I can't believe how big it's going to be.
Is there anything I've missed off?
I don't think so. How many nights have you got in total?
I think it works out at 17 days and 16 nights.
That's incredible. What a trip.
And it's going to be quite immersive in Walt Disney World because apart from the NASA and possibly Universal, it's not like I'm cramming in a cruise, whereas last year we didn't really have a great deal of Walt Disney World time.
No. Because you had a little bit of pre-cruise time?
Yeah, we did. But it still wasn't enough because for some reason I did not get round and do everything I wanted. So on this trip I've tried to be really balanced, that we've got plenty of viewings of Happily Ever After, we've got plenty of viewings of Illuminations, we're going to see Star Wars in an evening, the fireworks spectacle over at Hollywood Studios. We're not including Rivers of Light as yet. We may squeeze it in if time allows.
Yeah, well,
I
yeah.
think I've got a good balance of the parks to make sure we can get in everything we wanted. One thing I did really want to do that I've not done, and I'm really upset with myself, is I was wanting to get the scuba diving qualification to go swimming actually in the seas at Epcot.
Ah, but you have to have your qualification for that.
Yeah, now they do another one where you can snorkel on the top, but I just feel that's not going to give the same experience.
Ah,
When is you going again? Is it July or August?
July.
July, right. Okay.
I just could not fit in learning how to scuba dive and get the qualification in because there's quite a lot you actually have to do to get the qualification Disney expect for you to go and do that. And it was going to take up quite a chunk of time, weekends and evenings, and with my cadet commitment and work and everything, it just didn't work out.
no, and I mean, it's not going to be your last trip to Walt Disney World, so that's a challenge that you can set for yourself for another trip, whether it be the next trip or the trip after.
Absolutely. And I think using the car will make it quite adaptable because when we're tired, we can just drive off. As I say, the only time that using a car is a bit of a pain is the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, that's true. Do you know what? One last thing that you should maybe try and do if you can't scuba dive. Be a mermaid, Michelle. Be a mermaid. It is so much fun. And if you did that, you'd have an absolute blast. The staff are really good. You've got the mermaids who run it. Then of course you've got the cast members who are, lifeguards at the pool. I reckon you might be able to actually get a bit of a swim in at the pool afterwards.
Do you know, that was where I was going to sneak in the night staying at Beach Club and have that in the morning. But as I say, I don't think it's going to work out.
Next time. But I
we'll
thought,
see.
being a mermaid could be like second to scuba diving with the sharks. It's probably a lot less risky.
True. I was kind of hoping they brought in a unicorn experience and then I could do that.
You're funny.
But yeah,
Be a unicorn.
yeah, why do the same as everybody else?
So true. So true. That's brilliant.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming and chatting through and giving me so many challenges. I've noted them all down. I will try my best.
Good. And then we'll do a follow-up.
Absolutely. And see how I fared with them. can you give yourself a shout out where you can be found on their social media with your plethora of podcasts?
Yeah, plethora. That's actually a really good way to describe them. I was thinking the other day, it's not really a posse of podcasts, a plethora. I like it. Yeah, we have grown quite diverse in our podcasting. So we've got 4 on the go at the moment, and you can catch them all over on the gentlemanofpopculture.com. You can catch up with Diz Down Under. Just Google Diz Down Under, but we're on most of the social medias as Diz Down Under, all one word. And yeah, happy to catch up with you if you want any advice on traveling to long distances to the parks. We're happy to provide that. And, we've gotten around to all the parks now. So if anyone wants to catch up with, things that they might want to see at the different parks, we're happy to help out where we can.
Fabulous stuff. Well, let's end off the show reminding you can find us anywhere and everywhere at DizDreamGirls on Instagram and Twitter. Why not get in touch with us via email, info@disneydreamgirls.com, and we invite you to go back to your listening platform and listen in to past shows. There are topics covering all sorts of Disney theme parks, and Kat and Lewis have been guests reviewing their many, many travels, so why not pop by and have a look at them? You can find everything on disneydreamgirls.com. But until next week, it's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from us.
Bye.